Nick, you've been working hard since last year, releasing 2 solo EPs and a full-length album. Is it different for you working as a solo artist rather than with a full band?
I think just the songwriting for me now is so much more real and so much more kind of honest, I guess, because it's just me writing all the songs. So that's like my favorite and most different part about being a solo artist rather than being in a band. And I definitely miss playing with the band. I don't miss the politics of being in a band. I don't miss the dumb band fights over nothing and all that. So I like making the calls on merch designs and what tours to do and all that. But I definitely miss playing like full band. But that's something I'm going to be putting together like next year.
Last fall, you toured with This Century during the Up Close and Personal tour. What's it like to be touring with them again?
It's cool. We always play shows together. We always tour. It's just a thing that we kind of, I guess we always do. Same with the Main, same with those guys. But it's something comforting because we're already buds. We don't have to get to know each other. We just hop in the van and it's pick up where we left off last year, So it's awesome.
So you're not the only member from A Rocket to the Moon continuing on with music. Halvo actually recently joined Cobra Starship.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you heard the news?
We were with the Main dudes because we were all on their bus this summer. And John, I remember getting a text from like Gabe from Cobra being like, "Hey, do you have Halvo's phone number?" And Halvo being like, "Why does Gabe want my phone number?" And John was like, "Can I just give him your phone number?" He's like, "Yeah, sure," because we toured together in 2009, Cobra Starship and Rocket and the Main.
Oh, nice.
And so yeah, he gave Halvo's phone number, and then it led to Halvo getting the gig with Cobra, which is awesome. Halvo's been kind of back home in LA, just sitting around trying to find that band. He's been kind of filling in and doing his thing, but he's been trying to find something he could actually get involved with on the music side again. So I'm stoked that he's out doing that thing.
So far, what's your proudest accomplishment as a musician, and what else do you hope to achieve?
Proudest would be, I think, just being able to get my music out there for people to hear. Not only just in the States, but like internationally, being able to play in like the Philippines and Brazil and stuff like that is mind-blowing, because I wouldn't even expect kids in Phoenix to listen to my stuff, never mind kids in Manila, in the Philippines. So that's having that being something that I get to do every year, is like annually fly to Manila and play a show and fly home. It's like I'm pretty proud of that. It's pretty cool. It's a really cool accomplishment.
Where do you see yourself and your music in a year from now?
I'd probably be playing with a band, just like a backing live band, to kind of get the songs a little more rock and roll. Hopefully I'll be doing like a cool tour I like that because it's more of a realistic question, because like it's only a year, so I can't say like I'll be in Madison Square Garden, But I'll hopefully be on like a cool fall tour by next fall, like supporting some cool. It'd be cool to go out with a band like Never Shout Never Again or something like that, because we did something together back in 2011, I think it was. So, and I know that Chris and those guys are kind of getting their gears rolling, returning again. They're gonna do some new stuff. So doing a tour like that could be really fun. So I'm kind of crossing my fingers on getting a really cool tour and opening for it, or direct support, or whatever.
So who are your biggest musical inspirations?
Tom Petty, obviously, and he's my guy. People like Ryan Adams, James Taylor, Jackson Brown, the Beatles, a lot of the classics, because that's just what I love the most, and it's what I was kind of raised on. But I mean, anybody, even the guys around today like John Mayer and stuff. So.
Do you still get nervous before you play shows?
I do. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever not get nervous. It's just, but I don't do anything to like curb the nervousness. I just kind of walk on stage and start to play, and it kind of goes away. But I get that little like overwhelming feeling before I go on stage every night. Yeah.
What are your most favorite parts and least favorite parts of touring?
Traveling. I'm not a big traveler. Like in the van driving, and especially in the winter because it's really sketchy and the weather gets cold and icy. It just, I always had this thought in the back of my head that something crazy is going to happen when we're driving down the highway and we hit ice or something. And because it's happened before, but nothing too insane. But and missing home, missing family is always a bummer. But my favorite parts are obviously playing the shows and reaching out to those kids. And, actually being able to make an impact when they come and watch the show, and then they tell me, how it made them feel after the show and stuff. So those are my favorite parts. I think is just playing the actual show and seeing all these places are amazing too. I just hate the actual driving part. It's sketchy.
Yeah.
I don't like flying either. I
Really?
like being in one spot. I'm not a big traveler.
Understandable.
Yeah.
So as a final question, what would you say to anyone out there who's trying to do what you're doing right now?
I think most obvious answer and cliche answer would be just to stay at it, because there's times where you're probably going to want to give up and throw in the towel and be like, I'm going to do something different, it's not working. But you could be a day away from it working. You never know what's going to happen. So I think if it's something that you love and something that you actually want to make worth doing, then just keep at it. Whether people tell you that you suck and you don't think you suck, just keep on doing it and make them think that you're the most amazing person in the world. So that's it.
All right. Well, thank you very much for talking to me today.